What's the most expensive shoe in the world? Stay until the end of the video to find out the most expensive shoe.
Hello Alaxers, and welcome to our latest list of the 10 most expensive sneakers in the world.
Okay, alright.
Number 10.
Alright.
2 Air Jordans collaborations, $25,000.
What?
The Kicks sharing the podium for 10th are the Air Jordan 3 Retros designed in collaboration with DJ Khaled.
Those are 25 bands. That's insane.
Macklemore collaboration of the Air Jordan 6s. You know you've made it when a shoe brand calls you up with the offer to collaborate for a limited edition friends and family release. But we guess Macklemore and DJ Khaled already knew this before Air Jordan gave them the call. These limited releases are the holy grail for sneakerheads because they're a great way to commemorate a special occasion in a celebrity's career. The DJ Khaled collab with the Air Jordans on the 3 retro models in 2017 was to celebrate the release of his album Father of Assad. He brought his style across with a blue suede outer, orange tongue, and a translucent outer sole. The main feature that brings across DJ Khaled's personality is the signature "We the Best" branding on the hang tag keychain. Macklemore's design of his signature Air Jordan 6s.
I would not pay $25,000 for those. I'm not gonna lie.
Produced 23 pairs, so we're certain you won't find these in a thrift shop anytime soon. He kept the design simple, not adding many bells or whistles. Just 2 versions.
Why is there a
classy green and the other a classic red suede outer. He called his green version Cactus and the red Clay.
Okay, I like the names.
23 pairs were delivered to him in 2014 to share with his friends and family. But somehow a few pairs always make it to auction, and they sold for $25,000 when the hammer went down.
Oh my god.
Number 9. Eminem's collab with Carhartt Air Jordan 4 Retro, $32,000.
32?
To commemorate the 15th anniversary of the Marshall Mathers LP in 2015,
and it was this
collaboration of Air Jordan, Carhartt, and Slim Shady himself happened. They worked with the
I didn't even know Slim Shady had a shoe collab ever.
Jordan 4 Retro shoe, a classic and popular base. The Encore-inspired shoes are black and metallic silver. Silver accents are added with Eminem's signature branding and a Jason Voorhees mask at the heel.
I like the tag.
They made enough pairs to give to the family and friends of Eminem, and then an additional 10 pairs were made to sell on eBay. The lowest asking price currently is in the region of $12,000 a pair, but they did fetch as high as $32,000 on eBay, with all proceeds going to the Marshall Mathers Foundation.
There's probably more money being made
just to aid the disadvantaged youth of Detroit.
There's probably more money being made just from scamming off of eBay, not gonna lie, with that particular pair. Actually,
Number 8. Nike Air Back to the Future 2016.
I've seen these.
$35,000.
Like crazy.
Back to the Future made a comeback with Nike Air in 2011 and then again in 2016. These self-lacing Back to the Future replicas are not to be mistaken with the 2011 release.
I will cop these.
That release is also a limited release with only 1,500 pairs made available. There's a big price jump for the 2016 release that only saw 89 pairs made.
Wow.
These future-forward shoes that made dreams come true for kids in the 90s
were
featured in the 1989 Back to the Future movie trilogy, where the lead character Marty McFly wore them. They had lights that glowed, laced themselves, and even had a self-drying function. In short, they were so rad. So in 2011, as part of the Back to the Future campaign, Nike released precise replicas of the shoes, complete with a glowing LED panel and an electroluminescent Nike on the strap. But no power lacing system or self-drying. Some were used to raise funds at a live auction for the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's research, which managed to raise almost $10 million in 10 days.
$10 million?
Sold for $16,000.
That's $1 million a day, bro. That's
crazy. But the real feature has to be the 2016 release. These went full on with the features, adding rechargeable LED lighting and the most sought after feature, the adaptive lacing technology. And glory be, they're a thing of beauty. With only 89 on the market, they've sold for up to $35,000 a pair, and the price is only rising as time passes.
Oh, they got the big words on the back.
Number 7.
How about that?
Big Boy's Nike Air Force One. $50,000.
$50,000.
Big Boy, the other half of Outkast, has 6 Grammys in his trophy room and millions of dollars in his bank account.
My God.
So what more could a rapper need? A pair of diamond-encrusted Nikes, it seems. So Big Boy got in touch with Nike, who customized him a pair of Air Force Ones with 13-karat diamonds and a price tag of $50,000 to boot.
Those are mid.
With this much bling, it's no wonder they've been included in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Tragically mid. I'm sorry.
Number 6.
Now that's
Michael
not.
Jordan Jordan's Air Jordan silver shoes, $60,000.
Oh my God.
What makes these Air Jordans so valuable with a price tag that just keeps on climbing is the 90s nostalgia and personal story behind them.
They're clean.
A silver-plated version of the shoes was presented to Michael Jordan as a gift from his wife on his 32nd birthday. It was this moment that cemented the superstar's design legacy. The most versatile sneaker at that time, the Air Jordan shared that trait with Michael Jordan, who was an incredibly versatile basketball player. The value has surpassed the $60,000 mark as these shoes are truly a collector's dream.
Okay.
Of course, it also helps that there were only 10 silver pairs released, and Michael Jordan personally signed each pair.
W. Jordan, man.
Number 5.
Ooh.
Drake's Air Jordan 12 OVO.
$100,000.
This wasn't a handout, but a leg up. When Drake went to watch the Toronto Raptors, he changed one fan's life. He was sporting a pair of his customized Air Jordan 12 OVOs to watch the game. In the store, they would retail for just over $200, but obviously these haven't been on Drake's very own feet at that price. He gifted his footwear to one lucky fan, who put them up for auction on eBay and raked in $100,000 for the shoes. Number 4. Michael Jordan's Flu Game shoes, $104,765. When Chicago played Utah in the NBA Final in 1997, Michael Jordan was seriously under the weather. He had a 103-degree fever and the flu, but despite his condition, he managed to post 38 points on the board and secure a victory.
What?
The game became famously known as the Flu Game. Afterwards, Jordan left his autographed game shoes to a Utah boy named Preston Truman. Over the season, he had gotten to know the kid who had made sure Jordan always had a supply of graham crackers and applesauce on hand at games. Truman locked the shoes in a bank safety deposit box, but in December 2013, he finally decided the shoes needed to be in the public domain and put them up for auction. He sold them for a whopping $104,765. At the time, the sale broke the record for the highest price paid for a pair of game-worn shoes in any sport.
Those were worn by Jordan.
Number 3. Michael Jordan's Converse Fast Break, $190,373.
Why?
The third and final shoes from Michael Jordan's closet on our list is a pair of Converse. Ironically, netting more than Jordan's own shoe collaborations with Nike is a pair of Converse Fast Break worn by the NBA star. These sneakers go back long before the Air Jordans. This pair of Converse was worn by Michael Jordan at the 1984 Olympic Games. The games were in the USA that year, and during the finals, Michael Jordan and Team USA won, making them Olympic-winning shoes. These shoes are now worth an astronomical $190,373, as seen at the last sale on auction in 2017. Number 2. Nike Moon Shoe, $437,500.
Oh, wow.
These shoes were designed by Nike co-founder Bill Bowerman for the 1972 Olympic trials. He produced the first prototype of the sole in his wife's waffle maker by pouring rubber into the cast iron mold as an experiment. It was a game changer in terms of traction and led the way for modern shoes. These iconic shoes were put on auction in June of 2019 and fetched $437,500 from collector Miles Nadal. Of the 12 pairs ever created, these are the
Why is it in a waffle iron?
Only ones that were not worn and remain intact. The shoes will now be displayed at his private museum in Toronto, the Dare to Dream Automobile Museum, with 99 other collectible shoes he bought at auction. Number 1. Solid Gold OVO Air Jordans.
Oh, it's
$2 million. Topping the list
$2 million! Here it is! The shoe of truth!
Drake with a pair of solid gold collaboration between Air Jordan and Drake's brand October very own. The 24-karat gold sneakers probably
So y'all can't say I'm clickbaiting because I'm not clickbaiting. This is really happening.
To be worn on stage by Drake.
That's
insane. They are definitely a showstopper.
That's insane.
No official value was ever released for the shoes by their makers, but based on their rarity and the price of gold, they're estimated to be worth about $2 million.
Roughly $2 million. Could you imagine walking around with a mansion on each foot? Let me know in the comment section.